Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of God. Father in heaven, always merciful and giver of life, we humbly ask that you bless each one of us, from the speakers, program committees, guests, and participants. Guide us to make better decisions as we incorporate what we will learn throughout this activity. Thank you for the infinite blessings and countless opportunities. Lord, today as we start our activity, may we always be grateful to learn new things. Shed the light of your wisdom and bless each one, especially our speakers, as they will share their knowledge to us. Through your mercy and grace, may peace and utmost understanding shine and dwell unto us. Almighty God, accompany each one and help us concentrate for us to gain more knowledge as we listen attentively. This we ask in your name. Amen.
Hello everyone, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. And today is Saturday, April 13. So Saturday the 13th, no? So hindi naman malas ngayong araw na to because we are all gathered here this afternoon for another learning session offered to you by the Knights of Online Marketers. With me pa rin as your resource speaker. So sa mga sa mga palaging nagpa-participate sa aming mga free webinars or sa aming mga free learning sessions, sana hindi pa kayo nagsasawa na makinig sa mga insights na sinishare ko as the resource speaker sa mga topics na meron kami sa mga webinars na nakaschedule for the month of April. As I kept on mentioning, like 99% ng aming mga webinars, ako po yung resource speaker. Meron lang kaming isang webinar na nag-i-invite kami ng aming partner, and that is all about financial management, financial literacy. So doon lang merong ibang resource speaker. Kasi I am not competent na mag-share ng mga insights regarding how to manage your finances accordingly. Although meron din naman akong mga personal experiences in terms of managing my own finances, no? Pero iba pa rin talaga kapag expert or advocate ang magiging speaker for a given topic. Kaya mga dito lang ako na mga categories ng aming webinars na ako yung resource speaker. So for today, our discussion, our webinar will fall under the HR category. And in fact, ito yung parang part 2, no, ng ating HR training and development. So to those who participated sa webinar na yon na nangyari last Tuesday or Wednesday, I believe, no? That's the last webinar that we conducted prior to this one. That's all about human resource training and development. So kumbaga parang ito yung part 2 or continuation ng additional insights na pwede kong i-share. Kaya to those na to those na nag-participate today. And if you want to learn what are the insights that I shared, ano yung mga example na mga office scenarios related to HR training and development, you can always visit our Facebook page, yung Ronald Piper Rambuanga, kung saan din ako nagla-livestream ngayon. At hanapin nyo na lang sa videos section yung mga previously conducted webinars namin. And if you are also interested to avail or to request for a certificate after watching the recorded version of our webinars, pwede rin naman kayong mag-request. So yung date kung kailan kinandak ang webinar will be the date na mag-a-appear sa inyong certificate. So for today, this is like, again, the continuation or the part 2. And this time, we are going to focus on development itself. Now, human resource development. Later on, we will discuss and I will give some inputs. Ano ba ang pinagkaiba nung HRM or ng Human Resource Management at saka ng HRD or ng Human Resource Development? Kasi 'di ba usually para yan silang partner, no? Kumbaga parang next phase si management, no? Parang something like that. So you need to develop and then may transition to management. So that's why sa dami-dami ng mga components ng human resource, isa ito sa mga kailangan nating i-consider. Kaya if you have a growing business, kung merong nakikinig sa atin ngayon or nag-participate ngayong hapon na to na isang employer, na isang business owner, or isang entrepreneur, so sa negosyo mo, kailangan mo ring pag-aralan on how to develop the growth and development of your employees. Kaya kailangan i-engage sila always, no? Kaya beneficial sa iyo ang webinar natin this afternoon. On the other hand, if you are an HR professional, if you are an HR practitioner, the insights that I am going to share, beneficial din para sa iyo. But of course, we are just going to cover the basics, no? Kasi this is just a knowledge sharing activity. So this is just a webinar. So hindi siya workshop, hindi siya training. 2 oras lang tayong magsasama. And for the 2 hours allotted for this webinar, I will share all the knowledge, the insights na meron ako, my personal experiences as well related to the given topic. And syempre, mag-share din ako ng mga proven facts related to HR development. So let me introduce myself quickly. My name is Ronald Rambuanga, but you can also call me Piper. I am the founder and owner of Knights of Online Marketers or KOM. We are based here in Davao City and we are going to celebrate our 10th year anniversary this coming July of 2024. So 10 years na po kaming nag-ooperate as a business. And for the past 10 years, meron kaming 3 major services na ino-offer. The first one is kung saan talaga kami nagsimula. And that's all about outsourcing services. So we are a registered homegrown BPO company or a business process outsourcing company. Pero majority of the clients that we are handling are those clients na anong tawag dyan? Those clients na ang kailangan mga back office na mga staff. Ibig sabihin, non-voice. Kasi alam nyo in the past, just to quickly share, no, ako din, when I started 2011, kasi nurse ako I am a nurse by education and by profession. 6 years kong na-practice yung pagiging nurse. But because I discovered another opportunity na pwede pala akong kumita ng dollars, Even I am just here in the Philippines, and that is by working online. Kaya yung decision ko 13 years ago, no, na instead of going abroad to work as a nurse and earn in dollars, sabi ko, why not dito na lang ako sa Pilipinas? Then I will build my digital career. Kaya noong 2011, I shifted, no, from being a nurse to being a virtual professional. And that's like 13 years ago. Tapos noong 2011, ano na din, in demand na ang pag-hire ng mga BPO for call center agents. Pero hindi ako nag-apply sa mga BPO companies na yun because honestly speaking, hindi ako ganun ka-confident magsalita ng English before. Siguro ngayon medyo confident na ng konti. Siyempre palagi akong nagre-resource speaker, no? Although minsan din naman talaga mali yung grammar na ginagamit ko. Pero 2011 talagang hindi ako confident. Kaya ayaw kong subukan ang voice BPO. But then I discovered na meron palang non-voice. Kaya doon ako nag-focus. And that's the reason kung bakit ipinanganak si KOM. Because I also wanted to help the out-of-school youth, no? Yung mga undergraduate ng college na magkaroon sila ng disenteng trabaho at kumita ng disenteng income. Kaya I created my own outsourcing company noong 2013. 2014 lang namin siya ni-register at yun na nga yung Nights of Online Marketers. We are catering clients both international and local. May mga Filipino clients din naman kami. But of course, we are not expecting na ganun kalaki ang binabayad nila sa aming professional services na in-offer for them. Ang second major service that we are offering is yung training naman. Kaya meron kaming KOM Academy. So meron akong training center that I started 2014 din, mga October. So magti-10 years na rin ako as an instructor of helping Filipinos na i-build yung kanilang digital career. And yung ating mga free webinars, yung ino-offer namin na free webinars kagaya nito, this is part of our advocacy-based mission of making learning or learning materials accessible sa mga Filipinos. Technically speaking, no, palagi kong inuulit na lahat ng webinars namin free, no, walang registration fee na binabayaran. And it's up for the participants to request kung gusto niyang magpagawa ng certificate. And it requires 50 pesos na processing fee. Kasi again, ang explanation behind, 2 hours lang kasi yung binigay kong free na time. Kasi ngayon, for example, pwede naman ako magtrabaho, di ba? With other tasks sa KOM. Kasi may mga clients kaming inaasikaso. Pero I rendered 2 hours today, no, for free para makapag-share nga ng aking insights. Kaya after 2 hours, doon aasikasuhin yung certificate. Kaya minsan inaabot ng until tomorrow kasi hindi lang naman yung paggawa ng certificate yung ginagawa namin. So that's why sinisingit na lang ng mga staff yun. Kung kailan medyo downtime yung kanilang task, wala masyadong ginagawa for that client, pinapagawa ko yung certificate sa kanila. So that's why hindi agad-agad nabibigay yung certificate, especially kapag nagre-request kayo. And the third major service that we are offering is yung digital marketing or digitalization in general. Ako mismo, as a professional brand, I am offering my business consultancy services. At ang ginagamit ko na brand for that is yung Ronald Piper Rambuanga. So hindi na ako nag-isip ng business name or brand name for that. Kasi nga ako yung consultant, so why not I will make use of my own name in building that particular service. And that's the third. Yung business consultancy, digitalization like digital marketing and e-commerce. Kaya naging partner kami ng DTI in terms of helping entrepreneurs na i-build ang kanilang business in the digital landscape. We are also an industrial partner of the ICT in terms naman of helping Filipinos related to building their digital career. Human resource management is one of the many modules that I am handling as a mentor of the Philippine Center for Entrepreneurship. Actually, the other day, like Thursday, no? Thursday, meron akong isang batch of mentees ng PCE from Region 6. So they are like more than 50, no? 50 MSMEs or entrepreneurs na nakinig sa akin last Thursday. And that is all about digitalization naman, yung module na hinandle namin last Thursday. So other than HR management, and digitalization, I am also handling modules related to entrepreneurial mindsetting and values formation, marketing mindset, business model canvas. Actually, last month, meron kaming business model canvas na webinar. Again, you can always go back to our previous webinars and watch and learn, no, from those webinars. And if you want to request, meron namang request form na kailangan ninyong i-fill up para masama kayo sa list na gagawaan ng aming staff ng certificate. So for today, yung webinar on HR development or HRD. So meron akong 3 topics na na-identify na pwede nating pag-usapan related to HRD. So the first topic that we are going to cover is learning and understanding, of course, yung human resource development. Kasi 'di ba, just a quick quick discussion lang about human resource development. 'Di ba ang pinakaibig sabihin kasi ng HRD, yung parang yung easier for us to understand. Kumbaga, tinutulungan natin ang mga employees natin na mag-grow and improve. As simple as that, no? Pag sinabing HR development, it is all about helping employees to grow and to improve sa kanilang mga roles. Kaya, kapag naintindihan natin ng maayos kung anong ibig sabihin ng HRD, ano ang contribution niya sa ating business, we can actually make sure na yung ating mga empleyado makakakuha ng support and training na kailangan nila in order for them to do their best while they are working. So ang pinaka-simple explanation pa talaga ng topic number 1 is like we are making sure that everyone in our organization merong tools, merong tamang knowledge to do their job well. Kaya kung maintindihan natin ang HRD, we can help them grow, the whole team, in fact, no? And the organization will become stronger than yesterday. Kanta ni Britney Spears, no? So yung topic number 2 naman, since we are talking about helping our employees to grow, no, and improve. So yung topic number 2 will focus naman on career development. So this is more specific, no, kasi naka-focus siya of course sa sa advancement ng career ng ating mga empleyado. Yung succession planning, this is all about preparing the organization if yung mga people or yung may mga managerial role like manager, supervisor, yung mga team leaders, something like that. So if in case na merong aalis na key person, or hindi, kung sabihin na natin hindi siya aalis, o kunyari yung manager magre-resign, kung may succession planning ka, mas madali ang transition, di ba? Pero syempre hindi naman lahat nagre-resign. What if si manager nag-move up or nag-level up sa kanyang position? So mababakante yung yung manager position, 'di ba? Pero kung meron kang succession plan, hindi mahirap ang transition. Kaya kailangan ng isang organization ready siya sa future na pag-alis at pag-move up ng kanilang mga employees, especially yung mga nasa managerial position o yung tinatawag nating mga key people in our organization. So yung career development, 'di ba, para kasi ito siyang ma-consider natin siya na para siyang ladder, no? Para tayong gumagawa ng ladder para sa ating mga empleyado para makatulong sa kanila na mag-climb up, no, mag-advance to their career. And the third topic that we are going to cover is all about performance management and feedback. Kailangan kasi natin mag-set ng goals, no? Kailangan nating mag-evaluate sa ating mga empleyado kung nagagampanan ba talaga nila yung kanilang duties and responsibilities. Yung mga training programs na dinesign, dinevelop natin para sa kanila. Nakatulong ba talaga yon in order for them to do their best at their work? So that kaya kailangan merong performance management and feedback. Kasi kapag meron tayong kinukuhang feedback, nakaka-collect kasi tayo ng mga helpful information in order for our organization to improve. So that's why yung performance management and feedback, no, kailangan nating somehow, kinonsider ko siya na kailangan natin siyang pag-usapan so that pagdating sa organization, yung pag-i-adapt natin to sa ating organization, it is easy for us to communicate to all employees kung ano ang ine-expect sa kanila, kung ano ang dapat nilang gawin at hindi dapat nilang gawin through performance management. Kasi parang ano ito siya yung performance management at saka itong feedback, para kasi siyang report card sa school, no, yung report card. Kumbaga ang performance management, magsiset yan siya ng grade, no? Na-achieve ba, pasado ba ang empleyado na to sa base sa kanyang performance? Kung mataas ang kanyang grade based on the performance, kailangan i-communicate yon and appreciate, no? Recognize that employee. Kasi parang achievement yon. Kasi maganda ang performance. And if in case naman na medyo bumagsak siya sa kanyang grado in terms of performance, then we need to give them constructive na feedback para mas mag-improve nga sila. Kaya yung mga HR personnel or yung mga HR professional na in charge or merong responsibility na related sa performance management and giving feedback, dapat ang approach nila hindi yung parang magagalit, no? Sasabihin na yung performance management mo napaka-poor, napakababa ng result. Dapat yung magre-relay or yung magko-communicate ng result, parang ano dapat ang kanyang kumbaga parang ang kanyang dating is something like para siyang coach, no? Para siyang coach na i-share yung mga feedback na yun. Kasi 'di ba kapag ang approach mo is something like calm manner, you are going to coach that employee na mababa ang kanyang performance management result. 'Di ba natutulungan mo siyang ma-improve? Mas ma-feel niya na may connection between you, no, and the employee. Kaya pag-uusapan natin 'yan as we move forward with our discussion this afternoon. Okay, so there are a lot of reason, no, kung bakit kailangan nating pag-aralan at maintindihan ang human resource development. Napaka-crucial kasi ito, lalong-lalo na sa mga HR professionals or those members na kasama sa HR department. Kasi nga pinag-uusapan natin dito, ang focus ng development is for the employees to grow and improve over the period of time. Kaya importante siya for employee growth, no? At kapag meron tayong support, meron tayong mga programs for growth and development of our employees, there's a higher possibility that your employees will not resign, they will stay. Kaya mataas ang retention rate. 'Di ba? Yung mga key individuals, yung mga matatagal mo ng mga empleyado, they will still stay for a longer period of time pa talaga. Kasi nararamdaman nila that they are being supported in terms of growth and improvement. Siyempre, kapag naiintindihan natin ang human resource development, tapos nagpro-provide tayo ng mga programs for growth and development of our employees, 'di ba tataas or magiging maganda ang performance ng ating mga empleyado? Kasi bakit magiging maganda ang performance nila? Kasi meron silang tamang skills, meron silang tamang knowledge. Kaya dapat yung HR palaging nag-identify ano pa ang mga tools na kailangan na i-provide natin sa ating mga staff in order for them to do their jobs well, no? And a lot more. Kaya in general, parang overall, pag sinabing human resource development, you are taking care of the entire team in order for each and every member of the team na ma-reach yung kanilang full potential para ma-achieve ang organizational goals and the business will become successful. Okay, so let's start with our first topic. Yung ating topic number 1, which is all about understanding the human resource development. So pag-uusapan natin siya further, no? Meron akong 3 subtopics na in-include sa topic number 1. First subtopic, let's discuss the differences of HR management and HR development. Kasi meron na kaming HR management na webinar in the past. Pwede nyo ring i-review ulit kung ano yung mga shinare kong insights during the HR management discussion. The second subtopic, pag-usapan natin yung additional understanding by giving another definition and importance of HR development. Actually, sa difference pa lang kasi nung dalawa, makakakuha na tayo kaagad kung ano yung definition. Pero we will just again define it, no? And identify some of the importance of HR development sa isang organization. And the last one, ano ba yung mga pwede nating ma-identify na key concepts? At ano ba yung mga pwede nating ma-identify na mga key principles? So dapat may letter S yung principles of HR development. Okay? So let's start by differentiating. Huwag na natin pag-usapan yung similarities kasi synonymous naman talaga sila. Kumbaga, kasama na. Kumbaga, they are both components, effective components of human resource. Management and development, kailangan nyo talaga yan. Kailangan nyo mag-invest sa HR management, kailangan nyo mag-invest sa HR development because kailangan nating mag-invest sa ating human capital as a whole. Kasi 'di ba, if you are planning to run a successful business, kung negosyante ka and you are planning to run and experience a successful entrepreneurial journey, meron tayong 4 na major capitals na kailangan nating i-invest. Pag sinabing invest, you need to allocate resources. Ibig sabihin, kailangan mag-allocate ng time, kailangan mag-allocate ng effort, and of course, kailangan mag-allocate ng pera or ng budget. Pag sinabing investment, may pera talagang kasama. Yung 4 na major capitals na yon, just remember the acronym na FISH or ISDA, F-I-S-H. Those are the 4 major capitals na kailangan mong i-invest para magkaroon ka ng successful entrepreneurial journey. Letter F, yung financial capital. So obviously, kailangan talaga ng pera doon kasi it's all about finances. Siyempre, kailangan naman talaga natin ng pera, no? kung para magkaroon tayo ng sariling negosyo. Letter I, intellectual capital. So, invest sa ating mga knowledge, competencies. Kagaya ng ginagawa natin ngayon, 'di ba? You participated this afternoon sa webinar, nakikinig kayo sa akin, ganyan. You are investing in your letter I, intellectual capital, no? The letter S is yung social capital. So pag may business ka, may negosyo ka, you need to identify what's the impact of your business in your community. Kumbaga, ano yung pwede mong ma-contribute, parang ganyan. And the letter H, yun na yung pasok sa pinag-uusapan natin ngayon. Invest in your human capital. Kaya, dapat yung mga programs, if you are the employer, yung kapag merong nirecommend na may dinesign na mga programs si human resource, you need to support that one. Especially if those programs will really help the workforce to grow. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng HR management? Kasi 'di ba we are identifying the difference. Huwag na nating pag-usapan ang similarities. Kasi alam niyo na 'yon. Ano na lang yung pinagkaiba ng dalawa? Kasi para hindi tayo masyadong ma-confuse between HRM and HRD. So meron na akong 3 points na in-enumerate, no? Or gustong i-share sa HRM at saka sa HRD. So let's start muna with HRM, no? Or Human Resource Management. Nakalagay dyan, deals with the administrative task related to managing personnel within an organization. Ang human resource management kasi parang ito siya yung ito yung backbone ng company's personnel operations. Ang human resource management, ito yung naghahandle ng day-to-day administrative task involved in managing employees. So, ibig sabihin yung kung ano yung ginagawang araw-araw ng mga empleyado para maging smooth sailing ang operation ng business, yun ang tinatawag nating human resource management. That's the first point. I-compare natin siya sa human resource development. Ang HRD, on the other hand, focuses naman on helping employees to grow and develop within the company. So yung sa first point natin, si HRM, naka-focus by handling the day-to-day activities like the administrative task involved sa operation ng business. I-manage natin lahat ng mga empleyado. While si development naman, naka-focus siya on helping employees to grow and develop while they are still in the company. The second point, HRM involves activities such as recruitment, selection, training, performance management, compensation, and employee relations. So, kumbaga, para mas madaling maintindihan, pwede mong isipin na ang HRM, eto yung department or eto yung team na kung saan sila ang nag-handle or in charge of hiring new people, Sila ang in charge for making sure everyone gets paid correctly. Tapos ang HRM, sila yung parang responsible in handling any employee-related na mga paperworks. So like for example, when a company needs to hire a new employee, si HR management team ang magpo-post nung job listing na yon, sila yung mag-screen ng mga resume, sila yung magkakandak ng interviews, sila yung magmamanage ng hiring process overall. Kasi ang primary goal of human resource management is to ensure that the organization has the right people in the right positions and they are effectively managed to contribute to organizational goals. So magsisimula palagi, 'di ba, sa management. Kaya magtra-transition na 'yan to development nga at na-discuss na natin kanina yung first point. Sa human resource development, parang eto naman yung parang team, no, or part of the operation ng company na kung saan dedicated to make sure na yung mga empleyado meron talagang skills at meron talagang knowledge na kailangan para mag-excel sila sa kanilang mga roles, sa kanilang mga duties and responsibilities para mas makakontribute sila sa success ng isang organization. So like for example, sa HRD, Human Resource Development, if an employee wants to learn new skills, if an employee wants to advance their career, so si Human Resource Development, pwede siyang mag-organize ng mga training sessions or ng mga workshops para makatulong na ma-develop yung mga skills na gusto nilang matutunan. Tapos 'di ba, may mga empleyado na gustong mag-advance ng kanilang career. So ang human resource development as part of the operation of the company, they will dedicate their time by creating programs para makatulong sa mga empleyado to create their career path, no? Ano ba yung plano nila as they stay longer in the company? Later on, may separate discussion tayo about career path. And that's part of human resource development. So kumbaga in simpler terms or for us to make it easier na maintindihan, kapag sinabi nating HRM or human resource management, it handles the administrative side, no? Administrative side of the day-to-day operations of all employees. While si HRD or Human Resource Development, anong focus niya? Palagi nating binabanggit, helping employees to learn and grow para mas maging ano sila, kung hindi man best at their job, at least maging better sa kanilang trabaho. Now, the main objective of HRD is to improve individual and organizational performance by investing. Oh, 'di ba? Na-mention natin yan kanina. In the development of the fourth major capital that you need to consider, and that is yung human capital nga. Okay? Now, at least somehow na-differentiate natin yung dalawa, no? That's why, although synonymous naman sila, pero meron silang kanya-kanyang mga distinctions. Si management ang initial phase, si development ang pang long term. So let's define, kumbaga parang flash the definition of human resource development and let's identify. I know na marami tayong pwedeng ma-consider, no, na importance of human resource development. Pero let's just identify 6 importance. Of course, para ma-cover pa natin yung other prepared discussion this afternoon. Now, let's define. Ito yung pinaka madaling maintindihan, no? Kapag sinabi nating human resource development, let me read first the definition. HRD is the process. Kapag sinabing process, continuous. Dapat it will not stop, no? It is the process of helping people grow and improve in their jobs through training, education, and other activities. It's about making sure employees have the skills and knowledge they need to do their jobs well and to advance their career. That's why we really need to invest on our people. HRD parang eto yung training and growth program ng inyong organization or ng inyong company. Kasi nga ang goal natin is to help people get better at their jobs. Ibigay natin kung ano yung mga tools na kailangan nila. Mag-provide tayo ng mga resources to increase their knowledge, competencies. Mag-conduct tayo ng iba't ibang mga workshops para mas ma-develop at enhance ang skills, competencies ng ating mga empleyado. Now, let's give an example, no, kung paano natin ma-consider or kung kailan papasok ang human resource development. So let's say you are working in an office, no? You are working in a company, in an office na kung saan yung trabaho mo involves using a computer software, no? Ibig sabihin meron kang gagamiting technology, hardware at saka yung software. Yung trabaho na ibinigay sa'yo, yung trabaho na gagampanan mo, it involves using a computer and a software. Tapos na-notice ng company, no, na yung ibang mga empleyado sa office na yun, nagkakaroon ng struggle to use the computer software efficiently. Sabihin na lang natin, eto mga empleyado na to kasi nasanay sila halimbawa with the manual process. Nang dumating itong computer software, pwede nang i-automate or mas mapabilis na parang ganyan. Pero na-notice ng company, particularly ng HR department, no, na-notice nila na hindi lahat ng empleyado na naka-adapt immediately doon sa bagong software na gagamitin na yun. Yung ibang mga empleyado na identify na merong struggle in using the software. So in order for those employees to help them out, yung human resource development team will set up a training session. Pero hindi lang ito para sa mga nagsa-struggle ha. Huwag yun namang i-identify na eto lang yung magpa-participate kasi sila lang yung nagsa-struggle. Parang ganyan, no? It's open to all. Lahat ng empleyado na gagamit ng bagong software na yon invited for the training session. Kaya ang Human Resource Development Team, mag-a-identify sila ng isang individual na proficient sa software na yon. Pwede silang mag-invite whoever develops the program, the software, no? I-invite nila para turuan lahat ng mga empleyado on how to make use of that software effectively. Pero hindi lang doon nagtatapos ang responsibility ng Human Resource Development Team. After the training, no, kailangan nilang i-monitor yung progress. Yung mga dating nahihirapan ba after the training, confident na to make use of the new software? Siyempre, after the training program, yung mga empleyado, sa side ng empleyado, mas maramdaman talaga nila na they are now more confident, they are more skilled na of using the software. And because of that, because of the program that the HR development team organized, they can do their jobs better and even faster. Kaya magpasalamat yung mga empleyado sa Human Resource Development Program na ibinigay nyo sa kanila. At minsan, because of the programs that you are providing to your employees, mas magkaroon pa yan sila ng interest, no, na to learn more. I mean, like, kunyari, yung sa bagong software na ginagamit ng company, nag-conduct kayo ng training, di ba, after the training, masaya na yung mga empleyado, yay, alam ko na kung paano gamitin. So there's also a higher possibility na naging tuloy sila, parang naging uhaw na maka-learn pa ng marami about other software. Mas magkaroon sila ng interest to learn another set of skills related to technology and connectivity na makatulong sa kanila para mag-grow sila sa kanilang career. Kaya ang Human Resource Development Team pwedeng magplano pa ulit ng parang part 2 nung nakandak na previous training para ma-support yung development ng mga empleyado na yon. Kaya yung Human Resource Development Team, 'di ba, parang ano sila, para silang naging mentor, no? Parang sila yung nag-organize ng mga events na makakatulong sa mga empleyadong maka-acquire ng panibagong skills at para mas ma-improve yung kanilang performance on a day-to-day basis. I mentioned na maraming importance ang pwedeng ma-consider in the context of human resource development. Pero let's just identify 6. At eto yung first 2. Importance of HR development. The first one is for skill improvement and the second one is for employee engagement. Ang HRD will help the employees to learn new skills, ma-develop, no? Merong ma-develop na mga panibagong skills, merong ma-enhance na mga existing skills. Kasi syempre yung mga empleyado natin, based on the assessment, meron naman yan silang existing. Pero kahit na existing na yung skills nila, kailangan pa rin nating mag-create or mag-design ng mga training and development programs para doon. Para mas ma-enhance pa. Kasi baka yung level ng skills na meron sila obsolete na. Kailangan na ring i-update. Kaya ang skill improvement will help the employees na mas maging effective at mas maging efficient sa kanilang mga trabaho. So like for example, yung na-mention natin kanina about using a new software para sa mga empleyado. Kasi naisip kasi ng company, naisip ng organization na kailangan nilang gamitin ang software na to para para ma-stay ang competitiveness ng organization na yon. Like for example, magbigay tayo ng specific na software, no? Kunyari sa hospital, no? Gumamit na ito ng HIS or ng Hospital Information System. Even the HR, 'di ba? Meron din tayong HRIS or the Human Resource Information System. So like for example sa hospital, mayroong bagong software na ginamit, yung Hospital Information System, na kung saan ang bawat department connected na. So yung ward, just by making use of a computer, pwedeng sila na ang mag-input ng mga gamot na kakailangan ng pasyente. So nandoon pa lang sa 3rd floor, kung nasaan yung ward, yung staff nurse on duty, e-encode niya na ngayon, di ba, sa computer. Tapos uutusan na lang yung watcher, paki-pick up po sa ground floor sa pharmacy yung mga gamot ninyo. So di ba centralized na kasi nga may information system. So kailangang i-orient, kailangan mag-undergo ng training lahat ng mga empleyado from different departments para maintindihan paano gamitin yon for the hospital to stay competitive. So ngayon, sino ang in charge para mag-organize ng training session na yon? Walang iba kundi ang Human Resource Development Team. Kaya, importante ang HR development for skill improvement through the programs, the workshops na i-organize lahat ng mga nurses, pharmacists, yung nasa accounting department, nasa laboratory, mas mag-improve yung skills and adaptability nila sa new trends ng paggamit ng ICT or ng information and communications technology. The second importance of HR development is for employee engagement. Alam nyo kasi yung HR development, it fosters a positive work environment. No? In what sense? Kasi they are demonstrating kumbaga efforts, parang nagpapakita, no, nagpapakita at nararamdaman ng mga empleyado na si company nag-i-invest para sa growth and development ng kanilang mga empleyado. Kaya mas namomotivate ang mga empleyado to work more and do their best. Tumataas ang kanilang moral, di ba, nakaka-boost. Kaya ang mga HR development programs ninyo will really create a positive work environment. Employee engagement. Kapag may mga activities, they will join. Hindi na mahirap mag-invite sa mga staff to participate on this activity kasi alam nila na makakatulong talaga ito in order for them to grow. Halimbawa sa isang manufacturing company, nagkakandak sila palagi ng regular na mga skill building na mga sessions. Yung isang company nag-o-offer palagi ng mga opportunities for career advancement. So anong mararamdaman ng mga empleyado ng manufacturing company na yon if meron silang monthly na skill building session, di ba? The employees will feel more valued. The engagement of the employees are being encouraged on a monthly basis through the skill building sessions na yon. In the long run, it will result in increase in productivity. Tapos kumbaga parang mararamdaman ng empleyado na na parang merong sense yung kanilang contribution because the company is investing for them to grow. Employee engagement, na mention ko kasi about yung opportunities for career advancement. Kasi ito nangyari sa akin when I was still a nurse. Wherein yung hospital na kung saan ako nagtratrabaho, they sponsored my masteral degree for nurses, yung MAN, Master of Arts in Nursing. It's because, matagal na kasi like from 2005 to 2011, yan yung period of time na nagtrabaho ako as a nurse. Tapos nakitaan kasi ako ng chief nurse noon, mga 2009, mga ganyan, ng potential na magkaroon ng managerial position. Kaya inappoint ako first ever appointment yan or ginawa ang position na yan na ako yung unang nag-perform ng duties and responsibilities, yun yung pagiging isang hospital training officer. Kaya even when I was still a nurse, napapractice ko na talaga yung pagiging trainer or being involved in quality assurance, QMR, Quality Management Representative. Ngayon, dahil na-promote ako as hospital training officer, based kasi sa ng Department of Health, ng DOH, kapag nag-i-inspect yan sila, lahat ng nasa managerial position, even in the nursing service office, kailangan merong masteral degree, kahit units earned lang. And because of that, ang hospital, nag-offer ng career advancement sa akin. Papaaralin ka namin for your Master of Arts in Nursing. Kami ang magbabayad ng tuition. Pero you will stay for an additional of 2 years in the hospital. Siyempre, kailangan mapagkinabangan din naman ng hospital yung natutunan ko rin, di ba, for my masteral degree. I agreed man. Pumayag naman ako sa offer nila. Sila ang magbabayad for my masteral degree. I will add 2 more years to stay in the hospital. Kaya nung mga 2011, yun na yung nag-resign na ako kasi pwede na akong mag-quit. And that's the time that I shifted to being a virtual professional. Employee engagement. Kaya ang mga training and development programs, napaka-importante. The third and fourth, organizational success and talent retention. Unahin ko muna yung talent retention kasi parang ito yung karugtong nung na-discuss ko kanina about employee engagement. Kasi 'di ba kapag ang isang empleyado naramdaman nila na they are being valued by the organization, by the company, kapag naramdaman ng empleyado na ini-engage sila, magkakaroon ng, yung empleyado na yun magiging loyal sa organization na yun, may sense of loyalty. At dahil loyal na siya, hindi siya mag-quit, hindi siya magre-resign. So magkakaroon ng mataas na talent retention. Kaya ang Human Resource Development Team, kailangan talaga nilang mag-create ng mga programs, yung mag-support sa mga empleyado kasi through the HR development programs, it will demonstrate a commitment kasi sa mga employees na the organization is interested for the long-term success ng mga empleyado. Like career advancement, yung na-mention ko sa inyo kanina, di ba? Kaya kapag nararamdaman ng mga empleyado na committed si company through the HR development programs, they will remain loyal. Mababawasan ang mabilis na turnover ng one position to another new hire. Minsan, kung hindi naman totally directly si organization ang nagbabayad no ng mga like sa masteral, yun na nakwento ko sa inyo kanina. Si company can offer, hindi naman talaga, pwede namang hindi 100% of the tuition, di ba? Pwedeng 50%, it depends. No, depende naman yan kung ano ang kayang i-offer ng organization. Just like what they did to me, 'di ba? Paaaralin nila ako pero I need to stay for 2 years. Pumayag naman ako sa offer. So I stayed longer, 'di ba? Kumbaga win-win situation. Si hospital na retain nila ang isang key individual para maging hospital training officer. At the same time, nanalo din ako because I experienced growth and development. My growth and development were being supported by that hospital. So, yung mga key people will stay and will become loyal to your company or organization. Organizational success. Kasi syempre ang mga organization, meron yan silang sinet na goals and objectives. Kailangan yung mga human resource development programs aligned sa organizational goals and objectives na yon para ma-achieve, para makakontribute talaga ang mga training program sa overall success ng organization. So ang human resource department kailangang i-identify ng maayos. Ano ba ang mga skills na kailangan pa? Ano ba yung mga knowledge na kailangan nating ibigay sa kanila? Ano yung mga tools na kailangan nating i-provide para mas maging productive pa talaga sila? Anong kailangan nating gawin para mas mag-adapt sila sa changes? Para maging ano sila, mas mapanatili ang pagiging competitive nila in the market? So the human resource development programs, malaki ang contribution sa organizational success. That's why it is an important component of human resource. The fifth and the sixth, the last two, leadership development. Especially, pinag-usapan natin kanina, no, and part of our discussion this afternoon, yung about sa succession planning, di ba? Yung leadership development, through the human resource development, pwede siyang mag-provide ng opportunity sa mga empleyado na ma-enhance ang kanilang leadership skills. Pwedeng mag-provide ng opportunity para yung mga empleyado mas ma-enhance yung kanilang, kumbaga parang how they are going to guide a team, how they are going to drive organizational growth. Kaya sa leadership development, in the context of HR development, pwedeng mag-create ng program like mentorship, no? Mentorship program. Kasi through mentorship, na-enhance din kasi yung leadership ng mentor. Kasi 'di ba through mentorship, iga-guide ni mentor si mentee. Kaya pwedeng yung kunyari yung senior na staff nurse ipa-partner sa bagong hire para si senior staff nurse, yun yung magiging mentor. At si newly hired, siya yung magiging mentee through the mentorship program. At dahil nga sa mentorship program na yon, nade-develop ang leadership abilities not only by the senior staff but even with the junior, no? Yung leadership abilities nila na natutunan, na-develop because of the mentorship program, for sure makaka-contribute 'yon para mas madaling ma-identify at mas madaling makakreate ng leadership pipeline ang human resource department. Di ba? Mas madaling ma-identify, okay. Maganda siya, okay ang kanyang leadership skills. Meron siyang leadership abilities. Sige, in the future, pwede natin siyang i-consider na ilagay sa isang managerial position. Kumbaga nagkakaroon ang HR department ng organization as a whole ng leadership pipeline. Kung merong talent acquisition pipeline, ibig sabihin mga candidates na nag-submit ng kanilang intention to apply sa inyong office, 'di ba? Talent acquisition pipeline 'yun. Para kung kailangan ng pag may nag-resign on this position, madali kayong makaka-fill in. Meron ding leadership pipeline. And actually, that's part of your succession planning. And the last importance that we can actually consider is yung enhanced employee satisfaction. Actually, similar na lang din ito sa sinabi ko kanina na kapag naramdaman ng empleyado na vina-value sila, ini-empower sila, it will lead to a greater job satisfaction. It will also lead to overall happiness in the workplace. Kaya kailangan natin mag-design ng mga HR development programs. Marami pa tayong pwedeng ma-identify na importance, no? Pero the six importance that we enumerated and discussed, I believe, pwede na yon. Para mag-move forward tayo sa ating next subtopic of topic number 1, which is all about understanding human resource development. The third subtopic, key concepts and key principles of HR development. So mag-identify tayo ng limang concepts at saka ng 5 principles. Pero bago tayo mag-proceed enumerating the 5 concepts and the 5 principles, let's identify muna kung ano yung difference. Ano kasi ibig sabihin ng concepts, ma'am? At ano naman ang ibig sabihin ng principles, ma'am? Nilagay ko naman sa presentation, no, in the context of human resource development, concepts refer to overarching ideas or themes such as continuous learning or talent management, while principles are fundamental guidelines or belief that guides the HRD practices, like yung mga employee participation or alignment with organizational goals. Or, i-discuss natin unahin natin i-discuss muna yung concepts. Key concepts. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng concepts? Kumbaga parang eto yung malalaking kumbaga parang big picture na mga ideas or mga big picture na mga themes na kung saan ang concepts na itong ideas, itong themes na to, sila ang magpro-provide ng framework para mas maintindihan pa natin ang human resource development. Kumbaga sila yung mga concepts. Ito yung mga concepts, no? Ito yung mga ideas, ito yung mga themes na makakatulong para ang human resource development ma-shape natin siya in a way na madaling maintindihan both ng employees pati ng employer or ng company. Kaya ang isang halimbawa ng concept is yung continuous learning. 'Di ba? That's a bigger picture Di ba, pag sinabing continuous learning, napaka-broad niya pa, di ba? Pero it's okay. Kasi nga, ang mga concepts na to, ang mga ideas na to, makakatulong para makakreate tayo ng framework para mas maintindihan pa nga natin ang HRD. So like for example, ano yun? Continuous learning. Di ba? Concept man yan. This is one of the many concepts of HRD na kung saan pag sinabing continuous learning, yung emphasis niya is nakafocus sa importance of ongoing education ng mga empleyado. No? Yung continuous learning, kumbaga, ang kanyang emphasis is para sa skill development ng mga empleyado para mag-adapt sa mga changes in the workplace para mas maging competitive or manatili silang competitive. So that's why pag sinabing concept, no, concepts, it influence the HR development practices. Kasi pasok na dito yung mga training programs, mga workshops, mga skill building activities, and so on. Kapag sinabi kasi naman nating principle, ito yung guidelines. Ito yung fundamental guidelines or paniniwala natin para maka-govern sa ating human resource development practices. Para siyang foundational values. Yung mga principles na ma-identify ninyo, ito yung magsiserve as a guide para sa ating decision making, para sa mga actions na gagawin ni HR development team. Kaya kagaya halimbawa ng employee participation. So that's a principle. Kasi yung employee participation, no, this will serve as a guide for decision making, no, sa mga actions na gagawin ng HR development team. Kasi i-involve natin, pag sinabing employee participation, i-involve natin ang mga empleyado, no, sa pag-gather ng mga necessary data, sa pag-identify ng mga decision-making processes. Yung employee participation as a principle of HR development, vina-value natin ang kanilang contribution. So that's why magkaiba kapag sinabi nating concepts at kapag sinabi nating principles. So pag sinabing concepts, para siya, this will serve as the framework, no? Framework, pag sinabi nating principle, parang will serve as the fundamental guidelines. Kaya let's identify 5 key concepts of human resource development. So eto na yung mga big picture na mga ideas na pwedeng makatulong para makaprovide ng framework to better understand human resource development. Yang 5 yan, pwedeng makatulong para ma-shape ang human resource development. Paano ba yung approach? Ano ba yung approach na gagawin niya sa mga empleyado or sa mga staff ng organization? Continuous learning, performance management, career development, knowledge management, and talent management. Kapag sinabing continuous learning, kumbaga this is the idea of the HR development team that learning should be an ongoing process at dapat ang learning integrated on the daily work routines ng mga empleyado. Kapag sinabing continuous learning, no? The emphasis is the importance of acquiring new knowledge, new skills on a regular basis para ang mga empleyado maka-adapt sa mga changes in the workplace. And of course, yung palagi kong minimension kanina, para maging stay competitive sila. Like for example, merong isang marketing agency, just like us, no? Knights of Online Marketers, we are offering marketing services. So para na rin kaming marketing agency. Tapos nag-implement ang agency na yan ng continuous learning culture. Kasi naisip nila na kailangan nilang mag-provide sa kanilang mga empleyado ng access sa mga online courses para mas ma-improve yung kanilang knowledge about marketing. So that's why ang mga through continuous learning as a concept of HR development, ang mga employees ini-encourage to dedicate a portion of their time each week learning new marketing strategies, learning new tools para mas ma-enhance ang kanilang skills at maging updated sila sa mga industry trends. So that's an example of continuous learning. I-integrate sa mga empleyado ang learning kung ano man yung ginagawa nila. Kaya pwedeng mag-set nga ng, kumbaga i-encourage ang mga employee to dedicate a portion of their time each, pwedeng per day, like 30 minutes per day, no? I-open nila ang, for example, merong LMS or learning management system ang organization, accessible sa lahat ng mga empleyado. So pwedeng mag-log in. Pag downtime or wala masyadong ginagawang task si empleyado, pwede siyang mag-learn during those free time. That's what we meant of continuous learning. Performance management, eto yung mga activities na ginagawa natin to assess, no, to measure the performance of our employees. And through performance management, yung result ng assessment, makakatulong para mag-improve siya, di ba? Kaya pag sinabing performance management, you are going to set the KPIs, no, the key performance indicators. Ano ba yung performance goals? Sa performance management, kasama din dito yung pag-provide ng feedback. Ano ba yung mga areas na kailangang i-improve? Like for example, sa isang store. Tapos sa isang store, sa store na yan or sa shop na yan, they are conducting a quarterly na performance review. Kasi hindi naman ganun kadami ang staff nila. Kaya posible sa kanila na quarterly gagawin ang performance review sa bawat isang empleyado. Pero kung medyo madami na kayo, like more than 100 employees, masyadong parang mahirap i-achieve ang every quarter na performance reviews unless meron kayong enough na span of control. Ibig sabihin, may exact ratio ang human resource team members as compared with the total number of employees. Pero kung konti lang yung HR department na team, no? Tapos madaming empleyado, hindi achievable na every quarter ang performance reviews. Pwede pa twice in a year. Or pwedeng once a year annual. Pero etong example kasi natin, quarterly, ang kanilang performance review sa kanilang mga empleyado para i-discuss yung kanilang performance in comparison sa goals ng company or ng business and the expectations na ibinigay sa kanila. So, i-compare yun. Yung performance ng staff at saka yung organizational goals and the expectation na sinet. Kaya yung manager or yung person in charge of the quarterly performance review, magbibigay siya ng feedback sa staff na yon. Ano ba yung mga strengths niya? I-appreciate natin yon during performance review. Tapos kailangan natin magbigay ng constructive na feedback para sa mga areas na kailangan niyang i-improve. And magbigay ka din ng mga pwede rin magbigay ng mga action plans as part of performance management para sa kanyang improvement. So another concept of HR development is performance management. Career development. This refers to helping our employees to manage their careers within our organization. Pag sinabing career development, kailangan nating mag-provide ng iba't ibang opportunities for them to grow in order for them to advance their career. Kasi syempre meron ding mga ano yan, may mga career goals din ang bawat empleyado natin. Kasi may mga empleyado na nagtrabaho lang muna sa company na to gain experience. Pero ang pinaka goal talaga nila is to work in a government office. Pero dahil medyo wala pang opening, parang something like that, nagtrabaho muna sila sa isang private organization para ma-prepare nila yung sarili nila. With that case, merong career goals sa empleyado na yon. So that's why we need to help them related to that. Knowledge management, ano ba yung mga kailangan nating gawin para makapag-share tayo ng knowledge sa ating mga empleyado? Ano ba yung mga pwede nating gawin to leverage the organizational knowledge? Kailangang i-identify natin. Kailangan nating i-capture anong knowledge ang kailangan nating i-share para mas mag-improve yung kanilang performance, para mas madali silang makatulong in terms of decision making, para ma-foster ang culture of innovation. That's through knowledge management. Ang mga pinaka-basic example ng knowledge management is yung pag-create or yung, like for example, sa Google Drive, yung parang something like that, no? Kunyari, may isang law firm or consulting firm na lang, o mga consultants ba, what they did, no, in terms of knowledge management, what they did, gumawa sila ng or nag-create sila ng isang knowledge sharing na platform na kung saan yung mga consultants of that particular firm, so pwede silang share ng kanilang mga best practices, pwede silang share ng kanilang mga experiences or yung mga lessons learned nila through that knowledge sharing platform na yan. Kaya yung platform, no, dahil shinare nga sa lahat ng mga consultant, magkakaroon ng easy access. And each of the consultant, binibigyan ng opportunity to share theirs as well. You are creating a knowledge-based platform. So ang tendency, pag binabasa yun ng ibang mga consultants, they are learning from each other's experiences. At dahil natututo sila sa mga experiences ng iba, there's a possibility they can avoid the mistakes na nagawa nung ibang consultants, 'di ba? Kumbaga parang mentorship program din. But this time, nag-isip sila ng paraan to make use of a knowledge sharing platform. Dito ninyo sabihin lahat, parang ganyan. And that will contribute, no, to human resource development of an organization. Kaya pwede ring mag-identify ang isang company, ang isang organization, ano kaya ang pwede naming gamitin na knowledge sharing platform for everyone to share their experiences. Talent management, dapat strategic ito, no? Kasi we are talking about employees. Pag sinabing talent management kasi, anong kailangang gawin para mas maka-attract pa ng mga talents ang organization na yun? And that is through human resource development programs. Diba kapag ang isang potential na candidate, nalaman niya na ang organization na to nagsusupport para sa career advancement ng kanyang mga empleyado, di ba ang tendency tumataas ang brand reputation ng employer? And because of that, mas nakaka-attract ng talents ang organization na yon. So people will keep on applying on that organization. That's the concept of talent management. Pero syempre hindi lang attracting dapat, no, hindi lang para mag-attract. Ang human resource development din kasi makatulong yun para ma-retain nga. As we discussed earlier, yung retention, para ma-retain yung mga talented na mga employees. That's why we need to create a supportive work environment for them through human resource development programs. Okay? So these are just some of the many key concepts na pwede nating ma-consider in the context of human resource development. Now, ang 5 key principles naman, number 1, alignment with organizational goals. Siyempre, dapat yung mga HR development activities na gagawin nyo, kung hindi man aligned, hindi man totally aligned, pero dapat at least closely aligned with the organizational goals and objectives. Para makasigurado tayo na yung employee development efforts na gagawin natin will contribute directly to the achievement of the organizational goals. Halimbawa, ang isang manufacturing company, nag-set sila ng goal. So this is their organizational goal, no? Kunyari, to increase the production by 20% within the next year. So that's the organizational goal, no? May increase in the production efficiency by 20%. So para mag-align sa goal na yon, the Human Resource Development Team will design a training program that is focused on improving the operational skill of the employees. Pwede siyang mag-design ng training program para ma-enhance ang utilization ng mga equipment ng mga employees and a lot more. Kasi dapat mag-align doon sa goal na may increase of 20%. Okay, so the principle, di ba, ito yung belief. Ito yung foundation, ito yung guideline. Ito yung mag-guide sa atin kung paano natin gagawin ang HR development activities. Employee participation, kailangan i-include palagi ang mga empleyado sa mga decision-making processes. I-include ang participation ng mga empleyado in terms of gathering data. I-value dapat natin ang contributions nila. Like yung mga ideas nila, baka meron silang gustong i-share and so on. Kasi nagkakaroon ng engagement from the employees, di ba? Individualization. I-recognize natin ang bawat empleyado na ang bawat isang empleyado natin may kanya-kanya silang pangangailangan. Meron silang mga preferences, meron silang iba't ibang learning styles. So that's why ang Human Resource Development Initiative natin dapat naka-tailor fit din siya sa bawat unique na pangangailangan ng ating mga empleyado. So the Human Resource Development Initiatives, kailangan ma-meet din ang mga specific needs of individual employees. Kaya pwedeng ang Human Resource Development Team mag-offer ng mga personalized na mga development plans. So kunyari sa isang sales team, sa isang company, tapos may sales team. So si HR development team, pwede siyang mag-offer ng personalized development plan sa bawat isang sales representative based on their performance review. Pwedeng mag-create or mag-offer ang HR development team ng personalized development plan sa bawat isang empleyado based on their career aspirations. And so on. Kaya pwedeng mag-offer ng mga one-on-one coaching, one-on-one mentorship. Number 4 is systematic approach. You need to implement your HR development activities in an organized manner. At dapat nakaplanado. Everything must be planned, tapos consistent dapat. Bakit kailangan systematic ang approach? To make sure that all your HR development initiatives integrated talaga sa overall organizational strategy. At dahil nakaplano, dahil meron kang systematic approach, organized, implemented in a consistent manner, and so on, magkakaroon ka ng efficient execution of your plan. So that's why you need to consider systematic approach as a key principle every time that you are designing your HR development activities. And the last one, evaluation and feedback. Hindi na siya kailangan masyadong i-discuss. Nagigets na kaagad natin kung ano ang ibig sabihin. Di ba? Siyempre, kapag may evaluation, may feedback, yan yung pagkakataon na para ma-assess natin ang effectiveness ng ginagawa nating HR development initiatives. Diba? Kapag kukuha ka ng feedback. Evaluation and feedback, eto lang yung iilan sa mga review system or review processes na pwedeng gamitin or pwedeng i-consider ng mga organization. So these are just some of the many key principles of HR development, especially in terms of designing and implementing your initiatives. Now, topic number 2 will focus on some of what we discussed earlier, career development, and the second one is yung succession planning. Under topic number 2, may 3 subtopics akong in-include here. Ano ba yung importance ng career development in the context of HR development? Let's identify some of the succession planning strategies, and let me share some tips later on how to build career path and development plan, no, for the employees. Now, let's identify 3 importance of career development in the context of HR development. No, importance. Siyempre kasi pag sinabi natin importance of career development, siyempre pasok dito yung kumbaga parang kumbaga yung career development initiatives na gagawin natin, gagawin ng HR development team will help the employee na magkaroon ng progress in their careers. Siyempre, the employees can acquire new skills, di ba? Or in general, my career growth. So let's start by enumerating 6 importance of career development. Let's start with the first one, which is all about employee engagement and retention. And the second one is skills enhancement. If you notice, kung na-observe lang naman ninyo, di ba kanina nag-enumerate na kasi tayo ng importance of human resource development as a whole. Career development kasi is more specific. Pero somehow, yung mga importance na naka-enumerate dito, similar din doon sa mga na-discuss natin kanina. Kaya hindi na natin kailangan i-expand deeply kasi napag-usapan na rin natin siya konti kanina. Like for example, ang una is employee engagement. Yung mga career development opportunities na i-offer natin will signal to employees that their growth and advancement are being valued by the organization. At yung employee engagement and retention, pwede kayong mag-offer ng mentorship program, pwede kayong mag-offer ng leadership training, or any opportunity na mag-work sa isang project, for example. Yung mga cross-departmental na mga projects wherein yung members ng team na yun coming from different departments, for sure magkakaroon ng engagement sa bawat isa. Kapag mayroon kayong mga mentorship programs, meron kayong mga leadership training, ang mga empleyado, mafe-feel nila na ang company nag-i-invest para sa kanila. Kaya, kapag naramdaman nila na vina-value natin sila, committed tayo for their growth, they will not quit. Mas magkakaroon tayo ng higher retention. Skills enhancement, You offer, ang isang organization pwedeng mag-offer ng mga bootcamps or pwede rin naman yung mga online courses, no? Pwedeng mag-create ang isang organization ng intranet, tapos gawin siyang LMS or Learning Management System, wherein yung LMS na yan, nakalagay lahat ng mga lahat ng mga skills training na sa tingin ninyo kailangan ng bawat empleyado. Tapos lahat ng mga empleyado bigyan ng access sa LMS na yon. And during their free time, all they need to do is just to log in and then choose alin kaya dito sa mga learning modules ang pwede kong panoorin related to the current task that I am doing? Skills enhancement. The third and the fourth, talent pipeline and organizational agility. Kunyari yung talent pipeline, no? Di ba na-mention natin to kanina, no? Yung sa talent acquisition na pipeline. Iba din yung leadership na pipeline para sa succession planning mo yon. Kunyari, may isang company nag-implement ng talent development program nila. A company nag-decide to implement a talent development program na kung saan it will easily identify yung mga high potential employees nila. Diba? Kung bakit yung program na gusto nilang, yung in-implement nila na development program, mas madaling makatulong sino ba ang mga empleyado natin na high potential. Sino ba sa mga empleyado natin ang pwede nating bigyan ng opportunity for growth and advancement? Pag sinabing talent pipeline, the company is cultivating a pool of talented individuals na sa tingin nila prepared sila to step into another position like leadership position. That's what we meant of talent pipeline. Organizational agility is one of the many importance of career development. Pwedeng mag-invest ang isang company sa yung tinatawag nating cross-training ng ating mga empleyado sa iba't ibang mga departments. Ibig sabihin, i-expose natin ang ating mga empleyado sa iba't ibang departments in order for the employee to gain a broader set of skills. Para din, kapag merong mga changes na mangyayari in the future, ang bawat empleyado can easily adapt to the changes. Like for example, no, si marketing team, may dalawang team halimbawa, kasi we are talking about cross-training of employees in various departments, no, in the context of organizational agility. Kasi nga dapat maging ano, 'di ba? Ang mga empleyado dapat mas maging adaptable sila at mas maging capable of responding to changes, especially in the business environment. At isa nga sa pwedeng gawin ng HR development team is i-cross-training ang mga empleyado. Like si marketing team, yung mga members, pwede silang mag-immerse or pag-aralan ano ang ginagawa ng mga sales team. And vice versa. Yung mga members naman ng sales team, i-cross-training kung ano ang ginagawa ng mga marketing team members. Para if in case, in the future, may mga changes in the business environment, everyone is ready. The company can easily redeploy staff to different areas. Kunyari, ang sales team, kulang masyadong, kumbaga, may quota na gustong i-reach pero kulang ang team members. So, pwedeng mag-pull out sa marketing team para mag-duty muna for today with the sales team. Diba? That's what we meant of organizational agility. Kung kailangan pwedeng mag-ano lang, mag-redeploy lang ng staff from one department to another department para ma-improve ang operational flexibility at saka yung agility nga, since yun ang pinag-uusapan natin. Kaya ang HR development team, dapat makaisip din kayo paano gagawin ang mga training, ang cross-training ng mga empleyado to various departments of your organization. Succession planning, i-skip lang natin yan kasi that's actually our next subtopic, no? Yung number 6, employee satisfaction and motivation. So parang ano naman din siya, self-explanatory. 'Di ba? Kailangan mag-invest tayo for career growth and advancement ng ating mga employee para mas tumaas ang job satisfaction so that mas ma-motivate pa sila to stay longer. Kasi ang mga empleyado, kapag naramdaman nila na they are being valued, they are being motivated to excel in their roles, it will lead to a higher job satisfaction. It will lead to an improved performance of all your employees. Okay, these are just some of the many importance of career development in the context of HR development activities or initiatives na gagawin nyo. Succession planning strategies. Ano ba yung mga pwede nating i-consider na strategies para makakreate tayo, makagawa ang isang organization ng effective na succession plan? We will just identify few, like I believe mga 5 or 6, na iba't ibang strategies para makakreate ang isang organization ng succession plan. Ibig sabihin, what if someone will resign? Anong gagawin natin? Or what if someone will be deployed to another department? Mababakante yung position. Anong gagawin natin? Kapag merong succession plan ang isang organization, hindi na mahirap for them to identify sino ang ilalagay natin sa position na yan. That's why every organization requires a succession plan. At paano mo yung gagawin? Ano yung mga strategies na kailangan mong gawin para makakreate ka nga ng succession plan? First is to identify the key positions. So you need to identify yung mga critical roles within the organization. Kasi you can easily identify, no, yung kumbaga yung succession planning efforts hindi masasayang. Identifying key position. Like for example, para mas maintindihan natin, no, magbigay tayo ng mga scenarios. Identifying key positions. For example, sa isang manufacturing company, merong position na tinatawag nating production manager. No, production manager. So yan yung example natin, identifying key position. So ang HR development team na identify niya na doon sa company nila which belongs to manufacturing, na identify niya na key role or key position ang production manager. Kumbaga, pag walang project manager, may disruption sa workflow. Magkakaroon ng inefficiency sa operational workflow, parang ganyan. Kaya, again, na-identify, a project manager is a key position in the operation of the business. The position of project manager, dahil na-identify siya na key role, kasi siya yung nag-o-oversee ng production, ng operations, di ba? Kaya ang succession planning efforts na gagawin ng HR development team directed towards identifying sino ang posibleng tagapagmana ng position na yun within the organization. That's part of the succession plan. I-identify na sino ang pwede. Na if in case the position of production manager is magiging vacant kasi nag-resign yung dating manager or na-promote into branch manager yung production manager, sino ang ilalagay natin? Pero hindi lang dapat nag-identify ha. Sa succession plan ninyo, hindi lang dapat identifying the potential successor. Kailangan i-develop din siya as early as possible. Siyempre, kumbaga parang dahil nga siya ang magiging parang future production manager, i-develop mo na ang potential successor. Kailangan meron siyang skills, meron siyang experiences na kagaya ng production manager. Para if in case si production manager mag-retire, mag-resign, or mag-move on to another position, madaling magkaroon ng transition, madaling ma-identify sinong i-replace natin. So it's important no for a succession plan. Second strategy, yung tinatawag nating talent assessment and development. Parang performance management din. Pwedeng mag-conduct ng annual talent assessment to evaluate employees' performance. Ready na ba ang empleyado na to for advancement? And based on your assessment result, yung mga high potential na mga employees, sila yung yung mga na-identify nyo kasi di ba may talent assessment kayong ginawa, pwedeng annual. Tapos doon sa resulta ng assessment na yon, yung mga high potential employees, syempre may idea na kayo, may listahan na kayo, sino sila. Pwede silang i-enroll sa mga leadership development programs para mas ma-develop ang kanilang leadership skills. Yan yung talent assessment and development na ibig sabihin. Assess and evaluate the employee skills, competencies, and potential for leadership roles. Kaya dapat ang HR development team mag-create ng opportunities targeted for development like training, mentoring, coaching, para ang mga high potential employees ma-prepare na natin for future leadership positions. The third one na strategy na pwede niyong gawin is yung pag-create ng talent pools or ng talent pool. So like for example, sa isang organization, pwede silang mag-maintain ng talent pool of halimbawa sa isang retail shop, no? Or sa isang retail organization, pwede silang mag-maintain ng talent pool of assistant store managers na nagde-demonstrate ng strong leadership based on their performance. So ngayon, ilalagay mo siya doon sa pool na yon. Kasi nga, plano, di ba? You are going to identify and collect. Ngayon, yung mga na-identify mo, kailangan nilang makareceive ng mga ongoing development opportunities. Kailangan silang exposed sa various aspects ng operation ng business. Kasi ipoposition kasi natin yung mga nasa talent pool, ipoposition natin sila as potential na successor. If in case yung position as the store manager maging vacant, the transition mas madali. Yung ilalagay na panibagong store manager, hindi mahihirapan to adjust kasi bago niya nakamit ang position na yon, kasama siya doon sa talent pool na dinevelop ng organization as part of their succession plan. Number 4 is for you to regularly review your succession plan. Pwedeng every quarter, i-review ninyo ang succession plan. For example, syempre sa pag-review ng succession plan, identify the key stakeholders. Kaya andyan na dapat yung mga senior leaders, no? The owner, the CEO. Para during review, kung sakaling merong kailangang i-change, merong kailangang i-update, merong kailangang i-revise, para mas mag-align siya sa organizational goals and values, mas magiging updated from time to time yung plan ninyo. Leadership development programs. So, mag-offer ang HR development team ng mga leadership development program na kung saan naka-design ang mga programs na to groom, to prepare yung mga high potential employees for future leadership roles. Pwedeng mag-create ng leadership development program to expose etong mga high potential employees na to for a cross-functional projects, mentorship program sa mga senior leaders, no? Yung mga high potential na employees magkakaroon ng mentorship from the senior leaders. And of course, yung mga regular na mga leadership training program. Okay? So I believe yan yung ikalas. Okay? So these are just some of the many strategies na pwede ninyong i-consider the moment you are planning to create a succession plan. The first one is to identify first ano yung mga key possessions na kailangan gawaan ng succession plan. You need to assess all your talents, no? Tapos, sino ba yung mga high potential na mga employees na pwedeng mag-assume ng leadership role someday and then develop them, no? Kasi kapag nakakreate ka na ng talent pool ninyo, kung isa lang man yan, no, ng talent pool, like for example, yung sa store manager, that's the key position. Yung mga assistant store managers, sila yung ilagay mo sa talent pool, sila yung i-develop, sila yung bigyan ng mga additional opportunities para mas ma-prepare sila sa future leadership role. And on a regular basis, review your succession plan, involve all key stakeholders na mag-participate during the review, and always develop leadership development programs doon sa mga na-identify mong high potential employees na nakapasok doon sa talent pool na ginawa mo. Now, let's proceed on the last subtopic for topic number 2, and that is building career path and development plan. These are just some of the tips na pwede kong ma-share sa inyo kung paano ninyo i-build ang inyong career path at paano kayo gumawa ng development plan. In the context or related pa rin naman sa human resource development. Number 1 is for you to understand individual goals and aspirations. So, you need to take time to understand, no? Yung career goals, yung aspirations, yung interest ng bawat isa sa mga empleyado ninyo para mas makadevelop pa tayo ng plano na nakabase sa mga individual needs ng inyong mga staff. Align with organizational objectives. So make sure that the career path and development plan na gagawin nyo will align with the goals and objectives of the organization para masuportahan yung strategic priorities ninyo. No? Number 3 is for you to identify career path. You need to clearly map out yung mga career path within the organization. Kailangang i-outline ng maayos ang mga potential advancement opportunities. Kailangan i-outline ang mga skills and experiences required for each role. Like for example, no, let's relate it again doon sa pagiging nurse, no, sa isang healthcare organization. Yung career path for nursing staff, pwedeng mag-include doon yung roles kagaya ng, meron kasi tayong tinatawag na staff nurse. Yan yung mga career path. You need to identify. Sa isang nurse, sa isang nursing staff, let's identify ano yung career path na pwede niyang pagdaanan. Di ba, magsisimula ka as a staff nurse, magiging senior staff nurse, merong head nurse, merong nursing supervisor, merong chief nurse, and that's the highest position sa nursing service office. Kapag na-identify na yung career path, the hospital will provide training and development opportunities doon sa bawat stage na yon para matulungan ang mga nurses kung paano mag-progress sa kanilang career. Especially kung meron silang path na gustong i-achieve. Di ba may aspiration sila? Yan yung ibig sabihin ng career path eh. Kumbaga, each stage, bago ka maging chief nurse, anong position muna ang pwede mong pagdaanan? And each of those stage, kailangan mag-provide ang HR development team ng mga training programs for that. Yun na nga yung number 4, no? Provide training and development opportunities. Since na-identify naman natin yung career path, mahirap kasi i-pronounce yung paths with S, career path. Kaya hindi ko siya na-plural, no? Career paths. Nabubulol yung dila ko, path. Kaya hindi ko siya nasasama yung S. Identify career paths. Now, provide training and development. Kasi makakatulong ito sa mga employees na maka-acquire ng new skills relevant to their career goals. Next is to encourage continuous learning. So dapat on a day-to-day activities, dapat may learning process na nangyayari. Kagaya ng example natin kanina, like 30 minutes of the day, mag-learn ng panibagong skills by watching a video tutorial sa isang LMS or learning management system. Offer mentoring and coaching, provide feedback and recognition. Hindi ko na i-explain kasi naintindihan naman natin. Facilitate job rotation and stretch assignments. Ibig sabihin, you need to provide opportunities for the employees na makagain din siya ng exposure ng different roles and responsibilities, no? Para sa, ano ba, ibig sabihin yan, i-rotate siya, no? I-rotate siya for different departments, cross-functional na mga projects, kumbaga, para alam niya kung ano yung need ng ibang department para kung nasa leadership position na siya, pwede siyang pwede siyang mas madali niyang ma-assist, magampanan yung kanyang role as that particular leader. Promote career mobility. So we need to encourage all our employees to explore yung iba't ibang career opportunities within the organization. Kailangan nating suportahan yung mobility ng kanilang career from this role to another role, from this department to another department, or maybe from this location, from this branch, ilalagay natin yung isang staff to another branch para nga mas ma-explore nila yung iba't ibang opportunities pa. And the last tip that I can share on how to build your career path and develop your development plan is to review and adjust it on a regular basis. So the same with a succession plan. Kailangan i-review on a regular basis din. Okay? We still have like 8 minutes pa naman. So let's just make this fast, no, and quick for me to cover topic number 3, which is all about performance management and feedback. Although na-discuss na din natin to, di ba? Since we started kanina, palaging nami-mention ang performance management, palaging nami-mention yung feedback, pero let's discuss this one with this set of discussion, no? The first subtopic is for us to set clear performance expectations. Number 2 or second subtopic, how to provide yung mga constructive feedback and coaching. And number 3 is yung performance appraisal system. Yeah? So let's discuss first how to set clear performance expectations. No? So meron akong inilagay dito na 3 na pwede ninyong gawin para makapag-set ng malinaw na performance expectation. First is to define your specific goals and objectives. Ibig sabihin nito, you need to clearly outline the goals, objectives, and expectation for each employee's performance. And always make sure to follow the criteria na kung tawagin natin yung SMART. SMART formula or yung SMART criteria. Kailangan specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bounded. Kailangan merong deadline. Balikan natin yung example natin kanina about the 20% increase sa sales, di ba? So kunyari, yung sales department, meron silang specific goal na dapat ang mga sales representative nila or yung member ng sales department, kailangan makakontribute sila sa increase ng sales revenue to 20% within the next quarter. So that's an example of a SMART goal, no? Kasi ang goal na yon measurable. Letter M. Kasi ano yung goal nila? 20% increase in revenue. Tapos achievable din, no? Kasi they can always base it on the data na meron sila sa market condition. Relevant din yon sa mga empleyado as sales representative, di ba? The goal is relevant kasi makakatulong yun for them to improve and it's time-bounded. Bakit? Kasi sabi sa goal, next quarter. So in order for you to have a clear performance expectation, you also need to define specific goals and objectives. The second one, you need to communicate the expectations effectively. Kaya ang isang manager, ang isang merong leadership role, pwede siyang mag-conduct ng one-on-one meeting sa bawat isang team member na meron siya to discuss the performance expectation. So pwedeng isa-isahin niya kausapin yon para makakommunicate niya na maayos what's the expected output, ano yung ine-expect na kailangan mong gawin. So during the one-on-one meeting, yung manager pwede niyang i-articulate ng malinaw, ng maayos sa staff na yon ano yung project goals, kailan ang deadline, ano ang quality standards na kailangang ma-meet. And because of that one-on-one meeting, nakaka-guarantee tayo na each member of the team understands their role and responsibilities clearly. So you need to communicate it effectively. Kayo nang mag-isip kung anong pwede niyong gawin. Yung one-on-one meeting is just one of the many na pwedeng gawin on how to communicate it to your staff. And the third is to provide examples and context. Ang ibig sabihin nito, kumbaga parang, kunyari sa isang customer service na role, an example of meeting performance expectations, pwedeng nakafocus sa pag-respond sa mga customer inquiries within 24 hours. So kumbaga parang you need to use concrete examples and provide context to illustrate kung ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng successful na performance. Kunyari, sa Facebook page, merong response rate, di ba? So ngayon, sa mga customer service na role, pwede mong sabihin na a successful performance of a customer service dapat above 90% palagi ang response rate nila. Ibig sabihin, active si customer service. Magbigay ka lang ng example. Mag-illustrate ka kailan masasabi na successful ang ginagawa mo or kung kailan siya hindi. Okay? How to provide constructive feedback and coaching. So the first one is for you to focus on specific behaviors and results. Second one is for you to encourage two-way communication. No, that's the second one. Pag sinabing two-way communication, kumbaga like during the performance review, i-encourage din yung mga empleyado na mag-share ng kanilang thoughts. Hindi lang dapat si HR personnel or si manager lang ang palaging magsalita ba? Kailangan si employee encourage na i-share din what's the thoughts. Ano ba yung strengths na meron ka? Ano sa tingin mo ang areas na kailangan mong i-develop? What is your career goal? You need to be an effective communicator. You need to listen attentively to their feedback. That's what we meant of two-way communication. Hindi lang dapat yung isang tao lang ang salita ng salita. Let the other person talk and share the thoughts, ideas na meron siya. And offer development, coaching, and support. Kumbaga, if an employee nag-express siya ng interest para ma-improve yung kanyang time management skills. Kunyari, yung isang empleyado nagsabi siya na, Ma'am Piper, parang gusto kong i-improve yung time management skills ko. So as the manager, pwedeng mag-offer ng coaching services no, si manager para magbigay siya ng mga time management tips doon sa empleyado na nag-express na gusto niyang i-improve ang time management skills niya. Pwede siyang mag-recommend ng mga relevant resources or training programs and so on, parang something like that, no? Offer development coaching and support. And the last one, the last subtopic, few minutes na lang bago tayo mag-end, no? Performance appraisal systems. So this will be the last subtopic in the context of performance management and feedback. Pag sinabi nating performance appraisal, eto yung para kang gumagawa nga ng yung na-mention natin kanina, report card para sa mga empleyado. Binibigyan natin ng grade. Meron tayong binibigay na grado para sa ating mga employee kung sino yung may na-contribute or okay ang performance, sino yung kailangang bigyan ng rewards and recognition based on their performance at work. Performance appraisal systems, system nga siya, no? These are important kasi makakatulong ito para sa mga employers at para sa mga employees na maintindihan kung paano dapat sa employee mag-perform sa kanilang trabaho. Kaya magbibigay ng feedback, 'di ba? Si responsible person magbibigay ng feedback sa mga employee na involved. Yung mga feedback na yun, makakatulong talaga yun sa empleyado para mag-improve siya, mag-grow siya sa kanyang duties and responsibility. Overall, nung kumbaga parang in general, kapag sinabi nating performance appraisal systems, this will help everyone na malaman ng maayos how things are going at work at kung paano nila ito gawin para mas maging better sila. At eto ang tatlong key components of effective performance appraisal systems. Number one is to have a clear criteria and standards. So you need to define clear criteria. Paano nyo bibigyan ng grado? Ano ang KPI ninyo? What's your criteria para bigyan siya ng 90% na score? Ano yung criteria na ano yung score out of the criteria na masasabi nating bagsak siya sa kanyang performance? Pwedeng quantitative metrics like sales target. Binigyan mo siya ng target na dapat 100 pero 80 lang ang kanyang na-achieve. So pwedeng gamitin yun as criteria based on numbers. Pwede namang qualitative, no? Like for example, i-evaluate mo siya about yung kanyang teamwork skills, communication skills, and so on. Clear criteria and standard, identify para magkaroon ng maayos na appraisal system. Number 2 is yung regular feedback and communication. So yung isang manager, pwede niyang i-meet ang bawat isang team member on a monthly basis to discuss their performance, mag-provide ng feedback, and si manager magkakaroon ng time to listen kung ano yung i-share ng kanyang team member. Actually, when I worked before, no, sa isang company, especially during the pandemic, kasi wala pa ako masyadong mga training, so nag-work ako online. And then I work in a company based in California, mga remote employees kami. Every month talaga, every month, yung team leader namin, meron kaming tinatawag na monthly check-in. And that's like for 30 minutes, scheduled monthly. And that's an example, no, of what I am talking about, regular feedback and communication. And the third one is yung tinatawag nating performance evaluation and recognition. So, of course, no, kailangan meron tayong mga programs or initiatives na kailangan nating i-conduct to give appraisal to our employees. Pwedeng during staff meeting, kunyari all staff meeting, i-announce sino ang perfect attendance for the month of March, something like that. Bigyan ng incentives, may awards, pwedeng certificate, or mga tokens. Or actually, pwede na yung even as simple as public acknowledgement lang, pwede na yun. Okay? Basta ang importante, maramdaman ng employee na they are being recognized because of their performance. Okay? So, I believe that's the last. Ayan. Okay. So it's 4:05. So medyo nag-ano lang tayo, no? Medyo konting overtime, like 5 minutes. So before I am going to end the streaming, so this is my final instruction to everyone, no, na to those who already registered, again to those who already registered sa registration form, yung ilalagay kong registration form link dito sa chat conference and sa Facebook Live, hindi nyo na kailangang mag-register ulit. Okay? Pag naka-register na kayo sa form, hindi nyo na kailangang mag-register ulit para magawaan namin kayo ng certificate. Especially to those who requested. No? I-comment ko dito sa chat conference, tapos dito din sa Facebook Live. Pero kung sakaling ngayon lang kayo nag-participate kasi nakita nyo sa nakita nyo sa Facebook Live pero hindi kayo nakapag-register before, or maybe a friend of you shared the live session and then you participated and then you are interested to to get a certificate, then kailangan ninyong mag-register. Wala na kasi tayong attendance sheet kasi based on experience, no, kapag meron kaming attendance sheet, may mga individuals na hindi nagagawaan kasi mali ang napipiling option doon sa sa may anong tawag diyan sa Google form. Kaya ginagawa namin ulit. This time isang form na lang para doon papasok lahat ng mga individuals who are planning to get a certificate. Ma'am, what if nag-register kami nung una, like days ago, pero nag-no kami sa certificate, pero we decided na mag-avail ngayon? All you need to do is just to edit your responses. Okay? Para centralize lang or iisang data lang. Kasi alam nyo guys, whether nag-participate man kayo ng live, nandito man kayo, kunyari nag-register kayo pero hindi kayo nakapag-participate ng live session. Pag nagbayad kayo ng 50 pesos, automatic may certificate na kasi kayo nun. Kasi may recorded session naman na pwede yung panoorin anytime you are available. Kaya that's automatic. Once you paid, you will get a certificate. Okay? I don't know if everyone will participate. May magpa-open cam daw, no? Pero I will not open my cam, ha? Kasi I'm not ready. Hindi ako nakapag-ayos. But to those na kasi meron lang silang requirement for them to screenshot. Pero that's not part of our of our program, no? Kaya mag-screenshot na lang kayo ng mga ng mga participants if you want, if it is needed for your school purposes, no? Pero I am just encouraging everyone kung gusto nyong magpakita ng camera, it's okay. Pero ako, I'm not prepared with my outfit. So, pwede kayo mag-screenshot na may mga participants naman din, no? So again, another question, ang certificate will be sent directly to your email. Okay? Sige, it's already 4:09. No? 9 minutes na tayo nag-overtime, but I would like to thank everyone for joining us this afternoon para sa ating webinar on HR development. So see you this Monday to those who are interested to participate sa aming webinar on procurement management. Okay, so just wait on your email, your certificate, and see you again in the future webinars na meron kami. So let me just play the last video para lang mabigyan natin ng time other participants to register sa ating form. Enjoy the rest of the day and see you again soon. Bye everyone!
The CIO studio at the City Hall. This is Tagum News Central with Louie Lapan.
Prominence of the online economy, and with more people engaged in both buying and selling stuff on the internet, the city of Tagum is riding the waves to help online entrepreneurs make a mark in the online world, staying true to its mission of providing excellent employment and livelihood services to Tagumeños. The Public Education and Employment Services Office recently launched Project Boost, boosting online opportunities and services for Tagumeños. Beneficiaries were subjected to a 10-day rigid training given for free by the local government, giving them the tools and tricks of the trade to make them competitive in the online arena. Our correspondent Ziara Manalo begins our broadcast tonight with an in-depth look of Project Boost and how it prepares Tagumeño online entrepreneurs to laugh all the way to the bank. Here's the report.
Bringing the online opportunities and services to Tagumeños is one of the new angles to the Public Education and Employment Services Office, or PISO, is eyeing for this year.
This is made possible as the LGU's newest department launched its first ever Project Boost last May 28, which ended on June 11, 2018. The program offers 10 modules which explore administrative services, content management, Facebook advertisement, and online reputation management, among others. PISO partnered with a skills development company, the Knights of the Online Marketers, which is based in Davao City, to fully realize this program.
The online outsourcing industry is actually for everyone. Hindi mahirap makahanap ng trabaho, especially if you have a lot of skills in using the ICT into its full advantage.
A former nurse, Madel Tumulak, one of the 25 beneficiaries, stressed the importance of learning this technology for people like her who wants to work home-based.
Tanan man jud inclined sa computers, at least ginatudluan ta diri unsaon proper way sa pag-utilize sa computer, especially na information technology era na ta karon.
Ni-focus ta on the ICT na program. Nag-elevate na jud ang peso na dili na siya the usual referral to establishment, referral to asa na mga employers, but now ni-embark tag another na it's a kulba sa among part because it's the first time na ni-adapt ani nga program.
Well, the program is set to make Tagum City as one of the most competitive cities in terms of ICT integration. It ultimately aims to help interested Tagumeños to be effective online entrepreneurs. Reporting for Tagum News Central, Ziara Manalo, CIO Tagum.